Everyone who's used a sound system has experienced feedback at one time or another, but some people actually believe that the SM58 causes feedback. Is that possible?
No, a microphone doesn't cause feedback. A sound system or a poorly tuned sound system can cause feedback. As you know, feedback occurs when a microphone hears a sound, it's reproduced through loudspeakers, and then that microphone hears that sound again. And a microphone that has a very good unidirectional polar pattern is far less likely to contribute to feedback. A cardioid, for example, like the SM58, that means that the microphone is sensitive to sounds that enter from on axis, but it's less sensitive to sounds that are entering from the rear. The SM58's extremely consistent cardioid polar pattern. It's cardioid at 1 kilohertz, but it's also cardioid at lower frequencies, and it's also a cardioid at higher frequencies. So here's a microphone that competes with the SM58, which is marketed as a cardioid. But as you can see from the graph, that at all these frequencies, there's really no null.
So we've talked about the SM58 having a very consistent polar pattern. Does that make it easier for the sound engineer to control levels during a performance?
Yeah, absolutely so. The engineer is looking to get the most volume out of that monitor speaker so the performer can hear themselves. So you want to get more gain before feedback, right? So you want to turn it up so the performer can hear themselves, but with a 58, because its pattern is so good, you can turn that monitor up pretty loud, the performer can hear it, but the microphone still won't be sensitive to the sounds coming from that angle. A cross-frequency band, right? So this is where the consistency comes into play, because it really only takes one offending frequency to create a feedback problem.
So the SM58 doesn't cause feedback. In fact, it helps you to prevent feedback. For more information about SM58 facts and fiction, check out the other videos in this series.